Kia ora everybody and welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are going to be making a marshmallow shortcake. Now, years ago, when I was a kid, many years ago, me and my mate Keye Katons used to go on camp and things like that together, and I used to win brownie points because Marie, well, her mother, Keye Katons, used to bring or make this marshmallow cake for us. So yeah, so today we're going to be making marshmallow cake. So I've got all my ingredients in here. I've got brown sugar and coconut and cocoa and the other bits and pieces which will be on the recipe tile, all in here, along with my flour, and I've got my butter here. Now I want to show you something. Those people who don't know what a wheat bix looks like, it looks like that. Okay, that is a wheat bix. Okay, looks a little bit like shredded cardboard. Sometimes it tastes like it, just throwing that out there. Right, so I've got that all crushed up in here, and I'm going to add my butter to it. It's a really super simple base. And then I'm going to add it all together, and then it should be soft enough or moist enough to be able to press into my roasting dish over there. Okay, it's this size, that size. That's what I'm going to put it in, okay? Don't ask me what the measurements are, it's like that big. Okay, you're bright people, you can figure it out. So let me mix this up, add this, and I'll show you what that looks like when we're finished, eh? Have a look at that. See that? It's a little bit dry. So I'm going to add just a smidge of milk just to make it bind together a bit better. That much. Mix it up. That should do, and then I'm going to press it into my tin. That looks a bit better. Okay, so you want to be able to do this to it, and it should be able to stay together. That's what we want. Okay, right, that's done. Missed out on that, but that's all right, because I want it to be a reasonable sort of base. It'll still work, and I'm going to pop this in the oven. I've got the oven heating at 185 degrees, fan bake. You knew that, didn't you? And I'm going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to check on it because sometimes my oven's a little bit hot. Right, okay. Base is cooked, a little bit brown around the outside, but it'll do. It'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside and let that cool down. That's really important that that's cold. And I've got my sugar in here, and I've got my water, and I'm going to add that to that, and I'm going to put it on to boil slowly for about 4 minutes. Okay, and I'll show you what that looks like so you don't go, what does that look like when it's boiling? We're all good. I've got a quarter of a cup of water here, and I have got my gelatin here. That's what it looks like here in New Zealand, gelatin. It's powder. Okay, and I'm going to put in a tablespoon of gelatin and just let that sit on top and dissolve. Okay. After the sugar's done, then I'm going to add it to it, but I'll show you that soon. Okay, see you soon. Okay, there's our sugar and water doing its thing. Okay, so I'm going to let that cook for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to let it cool completely. Okay, I've taken that off the heat. Okay, that's done its thing. Here's my gelatine. It looks a bit like snot, really. So I'm going to add that to the water and the sugar, and let that dissolve and let it cool down. I need to let that cool down completely. At this stage, I'm also going to add a little bit of food colouring and a little bit of flavour. I've got some raspberry flavour. If you don't want to add that, that's fine. You know, just or if you want to add a little bit of vanilla essence, it's fine, and just keep it white. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm going to help this dissolve, because look, we've got little snot balls here. And then as soon as it's cooled down, we'll make our marshmallow, eh? See you soon. Okay, we're back. This is cooled sufficiently. Okay, we don't want it to cool completely because it'll set like jelly. Okay, and I'm just going to put the mixer on and let it do its thing until it's nice and fluffy and looks like marshmallow. So I'll show you what that looks like. Look at that. That's 5 minutes. Get out. That is 5 minutes worth of beating. How good does that look? Right, so I'm going to smear that on top of my cold base, and then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of coconut on it, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all finished. This is the cake, okay? when we went to Dollamore Park on camp, just throwing this out there, we went to Dollamore Park on a camp, okay? Cost us like $5 each. About 4 years ago, Ethan went to Hawaii, okay? We went to Dollamore Park. Anyway, this is what Kay used to make for us, me and Marie, to take to Dollamore Park, okay, on camp. So to all the fabulous cooks out there like Marie Katons' mum, Kay, who saved my bacon a number of times when my mother had a guts full of me and I had a guts full of her, and I lived with them for a bit, you know, like for a week at a time. Thank you to all those mums out there. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Ka kite anō.